doing this so long, dating back to college and high school, those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
It's a gain of 4, and they're going to need twice that now on 3rd and 8.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And the Ravens will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Jackson to throw it. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Juan Thornhill takes it away. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns make it an 11-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Another run for Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
First down throw for Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Lamar now from the gun. Finds a man, right side. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Watson. Connection made to Judy. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, Watson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Here he is on 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Browns are lining up to punt. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Ravens will take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. This finds Likely. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. From the 39 now, after that explosive start to this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. So that's 2nd down coming up. Lamar back to throw. Connects with Bateman. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. And again, it's Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. So we have reached halftime in Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. We saw a terrific first half from the dual-threat quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. The Ravens ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding a big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Lamar throwing again. He's got Andrews. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, here's Lamar. Taken in by Likely. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Tackle there from Dalvin Tomlinson. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Running once more with Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving.
So close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And he finds him in the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens push their lead to 18. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First and 10 now from the 30. Second half's going to start with a run by Joe. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
The give up the middle to Ford. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Watson to throw it. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And what a hit there. Ouch, he pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Play action, it's Watson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson. That's Tillman, he's got it. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, Watson. He'll get this to Tillman. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. Jump running out of the gun. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Judy there to grab it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Ford straight ahead. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. To the corner of the end zone, but incomplete. Oh, he made the catch, but didn't get down in bounds.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
The give inside to Chung. And he can't find the lane before being wrapped up at the line. Ball spotted right back at the line, so no gain. And now they've got to get 9 on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Watson. On the move, hit it. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on 4th down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Carlson's kick is good. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Watkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And you can see in these clips quite an extensive highlight reel he's put together in what is a 4-touchdown game for him already.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say this guy's in the zone. I know in hoops, sometimes shooters say that hoop looks and that basket looks enormous. Right? I know on a golf course you're thinking, man, everything is a birdie. For this guy today, 4 touchdowns on the ledger, he's made it look easy.
On first down, Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing again is Lamar. Short pass brought in. Has some daylight through the 40. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch. And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Gets this one to Andrews. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Jackson's going to throw again. Fits it through the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. The Ravens out in front with the ball, a 3rd title within their reach. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Henry. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Lamar now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Lamar back to throw. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens Ravens make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens grow the lead now to 22 points. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Watson. Connection made to Judy. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Watson now. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Third and 4 coming up now. Here's Watson. That one complete to Njoku. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Watson on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Tillman, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's Watson, 1st and 10. On the quick slant, it's Njoku. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. 3rd and just 2 to go. Now Ford. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down from the red zone. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A dose of the hurry up offense here. get it back to within 2 possessions. David Njoku, the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
The Browns keeping the offense out on the football field. They want 2 here. He's throwing for it. Getting out to his left. Pushing for the end zone. And he lost the football. It's not loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Always one of the most embarrassing gaps to see, Brock. Someone entrusted with getting them across for 2, but he just can't hold on to it.
What did John Wooden used to say? Something about never confusing execution with effort. Great effort, but you got to execute and hold on to that ball for any chance.
Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Andrews with the catch. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st down throw for Jackson. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
Lamar throwing again. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Juan Thornhill takes it away. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. I don't know about you, Brock, but I could almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, well, 30, 40 yards into his return, and then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow.
What a return to add to that list.
All right, partner, it's only 1 extra point on the scoreboard, but come on, if you're the team who just turned it over, how much worse is it seeing them add on 2 instead of just the extra point?
Oh, it stings. I don't think there's any question about it because not only do you not execute offensively, your defense doesn't do it either. So you kind of just smack them both right in the face, and yeah, that one hurts a little bit more.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Jackson trying again after the pick. They did it! He made the interception! Juan Thornhill takes it away. And the Browns have some new life in the 4th. All right, 1 more snap before the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. All right, here we go. 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. A give to Chubb, running left. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the Ravens go in nickel, 3rd down. To throw. Judy there to grab it. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
He fires one deep down the middle. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Back to throw it. Someone got a piece of that downfield throw, but it is caught anyway. Now the Browns spend their... Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They're set up at the 35 now. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Third down, 1 yard to go. Back to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Jordan hits, takes it away. And he will get back to the end zone. It's a touchdown, and they've got a shot at tying this up. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
So now a big play coming from the Browns as they try for 2. Here he is to throw. And they won't convert. The pass falls incomplete. They needed 8, but only got 6, and they remain down by 2 in the Super Bowl. So only a handful of seconds left. They have time for this and a single snap. And this is going to be recovered by the Ravens. And they're moments away now from celebrating. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick 6. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. And that does it. The Baltimore Ravens are once again Super Bowl champions. Commissioner Roger Goodell on hand to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Baltimore Ravens, your champions of Super Bowl 59. So that's a wrap on another incredible year of NFL coverage here on EA Sports. It was a memorable and very fun first year in the booth for myself and my partner in crime here, Mr. Brock Heward. Until next season, I'm Kate Scott. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and good night from New Orleans.
you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. All that and more coming up next.
Well, this 2024 season has been one to remember. Great games, great players, great finishes. And now, it all comes down to this. One game to decide it all. On this February night at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, this is Super Bowl 59. One game remains to crown a champion. It's the AFC champion New York Jets and the champions of the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. Around the globe, wherever you are, thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson, our first Super Bowl together partner. It has been an unpredictable 2024 season, and it all culminates in an unpredictable place, New Orleans, Louisiana.
This is certainly the signature sports moment of the calendar year, Mike, and for the two of us to be able to sit up here together and watch it unfold in real time, it's pretty special, and you just keep thinking all week, who's going to be that breakout player? What's going to be that signature drive or play that decides the outcome of this game? There's been some special moments over the years on these Super Bowl Sundays, and I know you and I are excited when this thing gets kicked off to see if we have another one in store.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Another run here with Hall. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. A.J. Terrell up for the tackle. Here comes 3rd and 6. In the shotgun, it's A-Rob. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. It's a pickup of 13 yards, and the Jets have a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A give. Here's Hall. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Hall. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. It is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hall. And he'll be brought down right around the 40. Richie Grant up from the secondary to get in on that one. 2nd down and 8. Rodgers keeping it himself. Oh, he pumps up the football. It's scooped up by the Falcons.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Penix gonna throw right away. Open man downfield, that's London. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He's got space inside the 25. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 33. The defense bewildered. A rough start to this drive. Chance here for the first points of this Super Bowl. 1st down and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. That opens the scoring here in Super Bowl 59. And now they want to show they mean business here. Offense going to remain out there and try for 2. Another run here for Robinson. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Jets offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? From the gun, Rodgers. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Rodgers now. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Rodgers. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as he's standing right around his own goal line. Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. First time they had it, they scored a touchdown and added the 2-point conversion on top. So an 8-0 advantage as they work with it here on 1st and 10. A gain there of 17. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, it's Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That one intercepted. Picked off by Quincy Williams. And the Jets are going to get the football at their own 40.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
A run here with Hall. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Rodgers. That's a short one taken in by Conklin. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Now Rodgers. Down the field, he's got Corley. And he will score. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, Jets. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Greg Zuerlein now for the point after. His kick is good. And the Jets are back within a point. It's 8-7. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. McLeod now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Throw over the middle, caught by London. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter. At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Open man, he's got it. It's London. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Penix. That's caught. Ray McLeod. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. to throw again. It's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
They'll try to run with Robinson. And he will dive into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. That is second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Hall. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
First down for Aaron. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because...
And he's into the end zone. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Sirline is out to kick this one off. McLeod now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing is Penix. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson.
We had a chance to talk to the defensive coordinator the other day, and remember what he told us, Mike? He said, we know how talented this young rookie quarterback is. He can make all the throws. We've seen him do it in college. But it's a different animal now doing this in the NFL. Make him force some bad throws and make some bad decisions, and so far here in the first half, that's exactly what they've done.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Off the play fake, Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the give, it's Hall. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's got it at the 7. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing, Rodgers. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Now here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That is caught by the tight end. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, New York. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Sirline is out to kick this one off. McLeod now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads, they all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And that is going to be knocked away. Incomplete. And with that, time has expired here in the opening quarter. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw it with Penix. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Jeremy Rucker. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Throw left side, taken in by Corley. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle.
That one, taken in. Xavier Gibson. Touchdown, Jets. And the show continues. What a 1st half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
McLeod now to return. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. So now this team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That one taken in by London. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. That one complete to Moore. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Atlanta.
What we're seeing here in this 1st half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line. They'll go again with Robinson. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score again. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. So his big first half continues. 3 rushing touchdowns already. Maybe have to start looking at the record book, see if he can do it. The record in a game is 6. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So now Rodgers and the Jets ready to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in 2nd and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Gibson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he will score. Davante Adams. Touchdown, New York. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Extra point try now for Zerline. It's up and good. And the Jets add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll be 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Now, deep ball for London. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. On 2nd down, here's Penix. Left side in the hands of London.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. That'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. They run over center with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. And here's Bijan. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They managed to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now here's Tyler Algier out of BYU. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll go right back to Algier. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. Now Penix. To the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. On 2nd down, Penix. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. First down for Aaron. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the run, here's Hall. He'll bring this up to the 22. David Onyemata in on the tackle. 3rd and long. Rodgers to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Open man downfield, that's London. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Drive here, really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
That's complete to McLeod. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. 3rd and goal. Here's Penix. He's got his big tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he is into the end zone. The conversion successful, and they grab a 2-point lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. Rodgers now. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the 1st half. That one picks up a 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth 1st half. We're back to New Orleans and Super Bowl 59 after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing Rodgers. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Into the middle. That's Corley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Rodgers. That's a short one taken in by Pike. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Coming free is Conklin. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Rodgers going up top again. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. To the back of the end zone, he's got it. Malachi Corley, touchdown. That his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Zerline's kick, up and good. And the Jets will up the lead to 5. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here comes Drake London. The rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. From the gun, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Aaron Rodgers. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Stage is set for a thrilling second half here in New Orleans. We're back underway at Super Bowl 59. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. We've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's complete. Some more on the right side. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. Incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Here it is on 4th down. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
That's 3. Tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets will take over here just past the 30.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Hall. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Tackle made by Nate Landman. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, Rodgers. That's taken in by Conklin, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 20.